Have you ever had to renew a Texas security officer license? No? Well, come on. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a work camper. And I'm working here at John H. Kerr Reservoir and Dam. It's a U.S. Army Corps of Engineer park. If you're a return visitor, welcome back. If this is your first time here, you should subscribe. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. But first, let's go for a walk through the campground. I love the outdoors. I grew up in the woods. My dad and I, we used to hunt a lot. I could spend all day in the woods. Forget about all the other things, like chores and work. Just sit and relax, listen, and watch. No worries. My dad taught me a lot of things, like tracking, what to eat, what not to eat, what to touch, what not to touch, and bird watching. I'm pretty good too. I'm not a Dr. Doolittle, but I can identify and mimic several of the different types of birds. Here's what I do. I walk along and find a spot to sit. Come on, let's go over here and sit on this stump. Shh. Do you hear it? Do you see it over there? Listen, that's a black-headed grosbeak. I'll call back to it. Listen. Shh. Pretty good, right? Sounds just like it. You see it? You see it over there? It's sitting over there. Come on, let's go over here to this picnic table. We'll sit down a little bit. We'll listen. Shh. Shh. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Listen. Shh. Do you see it over there? Do you see it over there? Listen. That's the northern bobwhite. It's a whippoorwill. I'll call back to it. Listen up. Listen. Sounds just like it, don't it? I think it sounds good. Listen to him call me. You hear him? It's pretty good, right? Come on, let's go over here and sit down on this log. We'll sit right over here. We'll sit right over here and be real quiet. We'll listen. Let's see if we can hear another bird. Shh. Do you hear it? Listen. I can hear it. Shh. Don't talk too loud. Did you see it over there? Do you see it in that tree? Right over there. Listen, I think that's an American swallow. I think it is. Let me call to it. Hold on a minute. Listen, you're gonna call back to me. Listen. You hear it? I'll be dang. That's awesome, right? I'm out here walking around. I think I got out of breath coming up that hill. Went down there to sit on that log and listen to that bird. Whew. Man, I'm out of shape. Go back to Millbridge Village and do some weed eating or something. Come on, let's go over here to this rock. There's a rock over here. We'll sit down and check out some of these bird sounds again. Shh, be quiet. Shh. Did you hear it? Listen, did you hear it over there in the bush? I think that's an American red-headed finch. I think. I'm not sure. Shh. Listen. I'm gonna call to it. Pretty good, right? Listen, he's gonna answer me. You hear it? It's awesome. Ain't nothing better sitting out here relaxing, no care in the world, just taking it all in, see what happens. I enjoyed that. That was fun. I appreciate you coming along with me. Now we got to get down to the camper. Steve's going to talk to us a little bit about gate guarding. Who cares? That's right. When does the Texas private security license need to be renewed? The Texas private security license is renewed every 2 years based on the date of issuance. Your registration becomes renewable 90 days from the date of expiration. The renewal application must be submitted by the individual cardholder. However, The payment may be initiated by the individual or the employer they are registered with. Okay, let's go ahead and start talking about this process. First, you got to log in to TOPS. Sign in with your personal email address to access your profile. After you sign in, the My Profile tab will be displayed. Click on the My Registration tab. Select the registration type that you want to renew and click the Action button. Then click Renew. Registration Renewal. Choose the appropriate endorsement. I only have one, so it's easy. Just click Next. Personal information. Add additional ID if needed. If you do not have an additional ID to add to your profile, simply click Next. Physical address. Remember, your address cannot be a PO. It must be a physical address. Make any necessary changes and click Next. The demographic information page. I don't like this section, but it is required. It is just statistical data. Make any necessary changes and click Next. Military status. Mine is Armed Forces Veteran, and I choose to waive the military fee. Make your choices and click Next. Texas Peace Officer. Self-explanatory. Select the appropriate status and click Next. Additional information. The acknowledgments. Read carefully and select the appropriate answers. Application cannot proceed if all questions are not answered and all acknowledgments checked. Armed Forces Veteran. Indicate whether you have served or not. This one's pretty good. You got about a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Background information questions. These are all about whether you've been bad or good. He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sakes. Ho! All right, you got to have a little fun. Read carefully and select the appropriate answers. Application cannot proceed if all background questions are not answered. When you're done, click Next. Application review. Review the application carefully. Select Edit to make any corrections and select Next. On the application review page, each section has an Edit button. The Edit button will take you to the selected section to make corrections. Then you must process through the screens again and make any additional changes as required. Select Next after you have verified that the information on the review screen is correct. If you are submitting payment for your own application, select Pay with Credit Card button to proceed to payment. Payment for the application must be submitted within 15 days or you will need to complete the application all over again. If you have selected Employer Pays, you can still submit the payment for the application. It will be located under My Application tab within your profile. Now just click Next and log out. Don't forget to watch your email. They may have additional documents that they may require. You can also go online and check the status of your renewal. Well, that's it. How to renew a Texas Security Officer license. It's fairly quick and simple, easy process. Now, if you have any questions or if you'd like to add something, maybe an experience that you've had, go ahead and leave me a comment down below in the comment section. I appreciate it. Well, that's our story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click like down below and smash that subscribe button if you'd like to hear more stories like this one. New stories every week on Wednesday right here on this YouTube channel. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye.